We're going.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City.
So then I said, it's not tax evasion, it's tax fraud.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. All right. Okay, we're going to get started with finishing up. We started a drawing and then didn't finish it, and that was naughty. That was very bad.
Story of my life.
So we're gonna finish it tonight.
I'm really feeling it.
So let me get some music started, and then also too, hopefully it won't take us 3 fucking hours to do it because we have to look for reference.
Oh, that's right.
Yippee! Yippee!
The bane of the stream.
Yeah. Okay. We're the God. Firefox doing the thing with the collapsing the tabs but not shrinking them really fucks me off. Here, let's actually start. Okay, alright, let's pick up where we left off, shall we? I gotta shake it out. I had a fucking crazy day today at work.
More the usual. Yeah, you said you had to go back. You had to go back to work at like what was it, 8 or 9?
Well, no. So yesterday I had to go into work, because they're like, oh, we want this thing done, just like spur of the moment. You know, that's how it always is with these guys. They never think about the amount of time it takes to do shit. They just think about, but we need it now. You know,
It's my money and I need it now.
yeah. Oh, fuck, I gotta add that!
Oh, there we go.
Damn it!
You never think of the good sounds to your life. But anyway.
Hang on, I'm writing that down. There's so many one of those, that's good.
Now that's a lot of damage.
But, so, I went in, and, you know, a customer or whatever, some client needed photos of our items, because I work in wholesale, right?
Right.
And a thing we do from time to time is we'll send them photos for their systems or whatever. You know, it can be, it's annoying, basically. So this time it's like the customer wanted this and this and that and that, and it was like, it was kind of a lot, and then they had really specific requirements. For me, it's not so bad actually taking the pictures, even though it gets really hot, when you do pictures, because the photo booth is not that great that we have.
Cameras a lot hotter than people think.
Yeah, that's the thing. Photo lights get fucking hot. They are not fun to sit under for extended, long periods of time. Where's the fucking... There it is. It's not a good time. And as I was, you know, like, I learned about this request on Monday, and I was like, you know what? Just have the items pulled for me on Wednesday, because they have showroom people that are supposed to be doing that. You know, like, that's kind of crap that I would have to, like, do everything. That's kind of where I put my foot down with a lot of the people I work with. It's like, well, if you want me to take photos, you have to have them prepared. You have to, you basically have to have everything ready to go, and then when it's done, you're putting it back. Like, just to get them to, like, not even to spite them, but, like, just so they even have, like, an inkling of a feeling.
I'm really feeling it.
That of, like, the amount of work that they're asking me to do. Just the smallest, tiniest bit of respect. And, you know, someone pulled a bunch of items, and then on Tuesday, I get another email saying, hey, we're doing all the items now in these 2 giant product categories. It's like 130 or 140 something items, and you need to take 3 different shots for each item, and it was way bigger than the original scope of work, and I can't tell them no, fuck off. So it just made a small job, like, incredibly annoying to do, mostly. On top of the fact that I had to do a lot of stuff with, like, I can't just send them the photos, too. These people that, the photos are for are kind of expecting us to follow their stupid, like, file naming structure.
Oh,
and it's
that's
like,
great.
yeah, you know, you could fucking do that yourself. We don't have to be the ones to do that. But, you know, of course, God forbid they do any of the work on their end. And God forbid, like, see, my big problem is like, I don't mind doing work and stuff, but when it's other companies asking for stuff, and this people on the sales team just promise them the fucking world, because they can, and then they don't have to do any of the work, that's what kind of fucking pisses me off, mostly. So this is very much a situation like that, where a sales team shithead kind of just, like, did whatever they wanted, and expected me to, like, pick up the slack. And granted, it is part of my job description, so I can't be too nasty about it, but, like, at the same time, I mean, at the same time, also, fuck you. You know. And the thing was, the original request was not great, but it wasn't even that bad. It was someone internally that's like, was like, well, we need to do everything, because what if a similar request comes in? And I guarantee you they will not use those files. They will just ask me again for stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're shitty. I don't know what else to say. So, I had a pretty stressful day yesterday. I was going to try to go, because I was at work. I get into, you know, I go in the afternoons. I'm grateful enough to be a work-from-home employee, which is why I've stuck around this job for as long as I have, because it's got a lot of good side grades, such as being able to work from home mostly all week. But I have a feeling... in the future they're really going to fight me on that again, because they tried to get me to come back before, and then I spoke with HR about it, and I was like, you know, all I do is sit here and check Twitter. Like, these guys don't talk to me. They don't really, like, I don't really need to be here to do my job. And because I actually do a good job at my job, like a lot of people will say, well, work from home people aren't as productive. I, more often than not, and people who say that don't want to hear this, bad situations in work from home are the result of bad workplaces. Employees abusing work from home is absolutely the sign of a bad workplace.
Yeah.
It's their way of getting back at whatever the management is, or this and that. Like, people, but the problem is the people saying that don't want to fucking hear it, because it basically would mean admitting that they're a bad boss. But even though I would consider my workplace to be not that great, I still feel like I pride myself on doing a good job. You know, like being able to, I think I did the eyes a little too big this time. Getting my work done in a timely fashion, being able to be flexible, you know, just, I don't know. I feel like I am a good employee.
Right.
Even though I do take advantage of stuff like work from home, obviously. But my job, being in a marketing sort of art directorial thing, doesn't need to be... I don't need to be constantly monitored on fucking Teams. You know, I don't need a bunch of keyloggers on my fucking device. Like, that shit just makes me furious. Because I can tell they're really, really trying to, like, get to that. They really are, like, so basically what happened at our work, for those of you who don't know, we had a pretty big hack, and it was absolutely, like, just a negligence cause thing by the ownership, like, 100%, like, there's no way around it. They were warned for years about it, and they just didn't do anything. Because it's like, oh, no, it'll never happen to us.
Famous last words.
Famous last words, exactly. So, rather than, you know, like, their goal to fixing it has been to just basically let a bunch of middle management types who are smarter than them do whatever they want. And I really don't like those people they brought in. There are a couple of them, and they really give me the heebie-jeebies. They're trying to get into shit that has worked fine before. And they have, you know, the problem is like, they have good reason to, from their perspective. But also, I don't know. They're just stepping on everyone's toes to do what they want to do. They just have carte blanche to just do whatever they want.
Well, it's that thing of being an outsider, not understanding how things work, but, you know, having the grand vision.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. That's another big annoying thing that I personally find with this whole hullabaloo has been just, you know, just people coming in and, like, again, just like, I think that's the best way I can put it, is just, like, stepping on other people's toes, to try and put to fix it and fix things, you know.
Like another, like, version of we're going to use synergy, logistics, team shit.
They haven't really gone that far. I think one of them is kind of that guy, but I haven't met him yet. But yeah, no one at the company is happy right now. I talked to my inside man on the sales team, and yeah, everyone is fucking pissed. No one's happy. No one likes the switch to, like, they wanted to switch to Office and this and that and, like, Teams and OneDrive and all that shit. And I feel like the only reason they did that is because a couple people said, oh, this is what every company does now. And not that it, like, made sense. It was probably just, like, the easiest thing to convince them, like, hey, this is what every company does now, and you're not doing it, so you should do it. And they're not smart enough to know the difference.
Yeah.
So they kind of just, like, went, oh, okay, please fix our company. Please help us keep making money. Come on, fucker. So work has been Work has been incredibly stressful for me. This whole past year, because we used to actually have a photographer on staff, and she ended up leaving.
That's right, because you had to pick up her duties and mission your own,
exactly. That's kind of why I haven't really made a ton of video content this year. That's why it took me so long to do the blast video. That, and also I was taking a Japanese intensive, which did not unfortunately work out. But yeah, I'm waiting personally for the reality of the situation to kind of crash and burn against these people. But I think the thing is, they've been given so much power that, like, I don't know if that moment is gonna come. I think it might for some, but I think some of the other ones have been given enough power that they, like, would want to stay. I think the one I have to deal with is the one that is going to probably quit.
If I know anything about those type of people, they're gonna ruin everything horribly and then immediately get another cushy job for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, failing upwards.
Exactly, failing upwards.
Be back in 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's one of these, like, really floopy, like, floppy ribbons.
Whoops.
Oh, my favorite.
We might be able to just really quickly do something about it. Or not. All right. Nope. Nope.
Stop!
Oh. Oh, I think I'm fucked.
Uh-oh.
So I got my my whales coming in.
Yes.
And I opened yours earlier today.
Wave Whale Holy Grail.
Wave Whale Holy Grail. So it hit DHL yesterday, like it normally does. I mean, normally when it hits Cincinnati, that means it's gonna be delivered the next morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you gonna be out?
No, I wish that was it. Because I live in a decent neighborhood, so I can just do package drop, and it's fine. But no, it arrived at Cincinnati, and usually like 10 minutes after that, it goes into customs or processing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been stuck there, and it still is after like a whole day.
Oh no.
And it doesn't. Maybe it was just if they were super busy yesterday, maybe just they didn't get to that one yet, which
I think
it could happen.
I think I've only ever had customs open one of my boxes, and it wasn't even something from like out of the country.
Yeah, I've never had it with DHL.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it hits customs right away, right? Like it just like they pre-approve it while it's on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the problem is it's just still sitting there. It arrived, and nothing's moved.
It'll come eventually.
No.
People. Oops. Sorry, I was on the other computer for a second. People have a lot of. I've seen a lot of mixed opinions on DHL. But
99% of the time, they're great for me.
Yeah, I've never ever had an issue with them.
So I have, and the one time I had an issue, it was like bad.
Oh, really?
But yeah, so that's why I'm always a little worried. Like usually they pull through, but it's just that one bad experience makes me think the next bad experience is going to be just as bad. But also, I'm hoping that by bitching about it live on air, that means it'll immediately update and I'll look like an idiot, because that usually works.
I'm gonna Mandela effect yourself.
This is like one of my Japanese animes.
Like if I'm waiting for someone to like show up or something, if I call them, that's always when they come around the corner. It's like a superpower, but it makes you look like an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we were planning on Amazon earlier. So I bought that stuff, and they shipped all but one thing together in a single package, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then they shipped the Shinobi Shadow by itself in its own DHL package.
That's funny.
The same day, like 2 minutes later.
Are you gonna roll for Shinobi Shadow, or are you just point grinding?
I already got it. I just wanted to have just an opening of like every single one so far.
Oh, so you're film? Oh, yeah, that's right. Will you be streaming that? I'm assuming.
Probably just in the server. I wasn't gonna do like YouTube or anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if you want, we can even run on yours free draw or something.
Oh yeah, sure. I could.
Try and farm those clicks from the Beyblade fans.
I could host you. I mean, hey, I'll say hi to the fucking Beyblade fans. I'm kind of turning into one of them. I was running those Wave Whales for a hot minute. I haven't even set up the Battle Pass yet, but I've been just, like, kind of chipping away at it,
Good.
Also, just an excuse to talk about them because I feel way too interested in talking about fucking Beyblades all the time.
I thought for a second Wave Whale might be a good Wizard Rod counter. Because I spun White Wave Whale, and I had a pretty nice burst on Wizard Rod, but the more I ran it, I think I don't think it's gonna work out.
So, yeah, the big problem with Wizard is that the only way to take it out is to just slam it. Like if you can't put it out of the arena, like you can't outspin it.
Yeah, you can't outspin it, so, like, my strat has always been to do, for me, it's ratchet, like, go for a burst.
Yeah.
That's kind of my philosophy so far with how I'm trying to approach building an anti-wizard. Oh, speaking of Beyblades, someone, so in my in the arcade Discord I'm in, one of the they were discussing a couple light tables that have been that were up for sale somewhere, like really big old ones, you know, like ones that like kind of don't really make sense to own because LED ones exist. And the guy who hosts all the events was like, "Oh, you could have it for like a Beyblade stadium." And I was like, "Oh, am I gonna start a local with these guys?"
You get on as the TO.
I could. Personally, I don't think they'd be into it.
Yeah, I think it'd be like a do it once crowd and then they're over it.
Yeah. If that, yeah.
They'll get drunk first.
Yeah. They're all kind of older. Like, I'm easily the youngest person in that group by far. And it definitely shows. At least as far as the guys who own machines. So they do invite a lot of people. I thought it was, like, an exclusive, like, oh, you can only join if you own a machine. But, like, I was told that. And then all of a sudden, like, no, it was not. So I think that guy was just lying to me. Or he was spinning a tale. He's a nice guy. If he ever sees this, he's gonna remain nameless. Because he's helped me out. And we've had our fair share of stuff in the past. But he likes to talk a lot and spin tall tales. Probably should have just started with the hair. Okay, good. I didn't. I'm gonna lock eyes before I forget to do that. Fucking
Pizza Day!
Oh, that wasn't the right one. Damn it. Wrong in more ways than one.
But he's gay. I mean, he's gay. Excuse me. He's blind.
Yeah, unless you're. I just played a bunch of sounds. I feel really bad. Cause like. If you're not listening to the stream, I probably look like a psychopath.
No, I kind of like the crazy person dynamic. Like this is my friend WEEABOO-FUNZONE. He hears voices in his head. They make funny memes.
They do, and I make funny memes with them.
I am the product of what you made. But I'm having second thoughts about this. I'm involved.
What are you laughing about, buddy?
You know
I always
what?
heard the threats guy go
dare
fuck
you
really
to do them
loud.
with me.
Oh
That's
man,
great.
I can't argue with that. I wish they would have called the program Absolutely Don't.
Give me the fucking formula, crap!
God, I don't know if you remember this video. It's really old now. The one where the kid freaks out about mom deleting a Warcraft account or whatever. Where it's like the kid in his boxers just screaming and he tries to shove the remote up his ass because he's so angry.
The WoW freak out. Yeah, I didn't know that was because his mom deleted his account.
Did you know that they've still been making videos this whole time?
I did not know.
Like, as recently as, like, 2 months ago.
Does he actually get views?
A respectable amount.
Okay, so,
Like they're not, TikTok star, but they're like, like 20, 25,000.
Okay. Alright. Well, it do be what it do, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, what I didn't realize was they had a whole saga about they keep bringing up the shoving the remote up your ass thing, like a running joke. That's good direction.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't like that. I know Yagi does like their fluff really, really odd. Their shapes are bizarre. It kind of like betrays... It kind of just like betrays all logic of how I learned to do like stuff. I don't know any other way, a good way to describe it.
Drawing with your left hand, but fluff.
I don't even think it's that. God, this sounds like Sumo Jungle for a second. But it's not. It's from, what is it from? It sounds like it's from, International Superstar Soccer, huh? You probably don't know what Sumo Jungle is. That is the, so the guy who did Ape Escape, I believe his name is Soichi Terada.
Yeah.
He was like a jungle, like ambient, like kind of D&B house producer before he did video game stuff.
It shows.
Yeah, and Sumo Jungle was one of his albums. It's kind of weird.
That dude is a very iconic soundtrack.
I know. They didn't bring him back for the second soundtrack, and it absolutely shows. And then they brought him back for the third one, but I guess they kind of told him to, like, make it more video gamey or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I like 3 soundtrack, but it wasn't.
Oh, it's absolutely nowhere near as good as 1's. There's some good shit on it, though.
Yeah.
There are some songs that are really fucking good on 3.
This is real fucking specific, but ever since I rented that as, like, from Blockbuster when I was a kid, the Mystic Knight transformation theme has been in my head ever since.
Mystic Knight.
Yep, that's one.
Hell yeah.
And then the da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, all those. Goddamn. Fucking nailed it.
Hell yeah, dude. I love me some Grape Escape. I think it's really funny, like, I've seen... was it... I forget if it...
I'm gonna escape you.
Yeah, I there's a... I swear to God, the whole PlayStation thing is so fucking funny to me recently. The $700 PS Pro or whatever the fuck. Like, a PlayStation 5 already wasn't worth owning. Like, literally, like, seriously, legitimately. Like, I'm not, like, a console fanboy.
Nope.
But, like, Xbox and PlayStation have been fucking terrible for years. Since, in my opinion, honestly, like, at least PS4 had some stuff. Like, but I never really owned one until, like, the end of its life. The PlayStation 5 is a joke, and Xbox, the only reason Xbox is still relevant is because of fucking Game Pass. Literally no
even
one...
that they're screwing up.
Yeah, literally no one fucking cares about... fucking... See, I don't even care. I can't even remember their name. The fucking Xbox One X, fucking...
Oh, the Series S and the
Series X. The fucking... Ooh. Like, I swear to God. I can't be fucking asked to care. But...
It does not captivate people. It does not motivate people.
No. It's not in the palm of your hand.
Also, all the exclusives are just on PC now. And they're cheaper.
Well, that's the thing, is there's no fucking exclusives at all. Like, it's just like, why bother? Like, seriously, why fucking bother with a PlayStation or an Xbox? Unless you're, like, a dumb motherfucker who, like, can only... Like, I feel like even people who would never try gaming PC 10 years ago now know someone. Like, imagine you're, like... Oh, man. Imagine you, like... are like, you can't even comprehend computers. Like, you browse the internet on your phone, and I'm referring to a very specific type of person, but I'm trying to keep it ambiguous. You know, like, if you're that kind of guy, I feel like even that kind of guy now has someone who knows how to help them get a gaming computer if you really want one.
Well, that's the thing too. They're so cheap now. Like the PS Pro, PS5 Pro.
Yeah, it's like
its graphics card is so old they don't even sell it anymore.
It's like $700 fucking
Like, not even a
dollars.
graphics card.
And then if you want to play discs on it, which is the whole reason you get a fucking game console, is to play physical media. But like physical media hasn't been a thing for a minute on console. I know that like I know that like a lot of the discs are just fucking update packages.
Downloads.
Yeah, they're just downloads. Again, it's like why even waste the effort? And then the whole reason I brought this up is because like I swear there was an article saying that like PlayStation 5 doesn't have exclusives or something. Or like, oh, we just don't have the first party exclusives. And I feel like everyone collectively went like, no, you have this, you have that. You know, you have Devil May Cry. I don't know if that's an exclusive, but I feel like people associate it as a PlayStation exclusive. You know, you have Ape Escape.
No, that one actually sold better on Xbox.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, Devil May Cry broke free. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Devil May Cry broke free. PC took over. Yeah, like, because when they put that statement out, it was right after they canned Tango Gameworks, too. Like, I never played it, but Hi-Fi Rush came out, everyone loved it, and then they immediately killed the studio.
Oh, that's...
And then they were, like, the next day, like, oh, well, we don't have any first-party game makers.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what Xbox is doing, too. They're fucking buying all these giant studios and then just shuttering them for some reason. It's like, why did you even spend the money?
Well, it's because acquisition make number go up, and then selling make number go up.
Yeah.
Acquisitions are exciting, and then, you know, cutting costs is exciting.
Yeah, I'm not like...
Gotta make number go up forever.
I'm definitely not like an anti-capitalism kind of guy, but like... I swear...
I don't hate real capitalism. I hate the fake, phony one that's around now.
People who do, like... I swear the economy is, like... retarded. I don't know any other way to put it. Like... legitimately, it's like... it's all, like, rumors and speculation, even if it's not true. It's very annoying.
You remember when, fucking Twitter let you buy check marks?
I'm pretty sure
and that dude bought it.
They still do that, don't they?
Yeah, but it was the same as the verified check mark at first. Because that dude bought a check mark and then named his account Eli Lilly and said, "We're making penicillin free tomorrow," and their fucking stock dropped by like $600.
Oh yeah, this is when the wild west of that. Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, that's the stupidest thing on earth. Why should that happen? This is my really unpopular take. Again, I'm like fully for like free market stuff. I believe, you know, like market manipulation, government intervention. I think a lot of that stuff is bad in the long term. But at the same time, this is just a side effect from the position I've worked at too. I've worked directly under ownership, who make much more money than me, and then tell me that there's no money to give me a raise, and then they go and hire 3 executives for like $6K, like 6 figures each. Money gives you money. You contract autism when you get too much money.
You do.
I actually think you develop like Asperger's or something from having too much money, because the rules of society no longer apply to you. So like, you just kind of like stop behaving like a normal person.
Well, there's like numbers on this too. Like people who get money, like are the most likely to skimp on bills or like try and screw over payments.
Mm-hmm.
Like like contractors and things. Like there's numbers that they publish, and it's always like the rich people who are the most. Like, I'm not gonna pay for service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but I'm sure I would not be exempt from that either. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm like above that. But yeah, no. The guy
The goal, if you get mad stacks, is you got to go Willy Wonka real fast.
Yeah, just become a recluse.
Yeah, just spend it all on stupid shit. Build your candy factory.
The Candyman, 'cause the Candyman can. The Candyman can, and he fixes it with love and makes the world. It's mixes. Fuck. Fucking.
Build your fucking
shit.
But
build
he's
your
gay. I
$17
mean, he's
million
gay.
hobby
Excuse me, he's
complex
blind.
that does not make a profit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I've actually thought about that's something that I've wanted to do, is build a co-working space. That is something that I thought would be a good idea at one point to kind of like you know how there's that meme like passive income that a lot of like fake people it's fake basically. It's not real. It's like you basically it's like if you don't have a lot of money, like you're not making a lot of money. Passive income doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like
Passive income is having a fucking house and renting it. That's it.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's already having a lot of money and just having the smarts to not to spend it on things that make money. Like you have to already be fucking rich.
That's the trick.
And you also have to be lucky enough to not have your generational wealth sapped away. 'Cause that's also a thing, is like generational wealth doesn't always necessarily pass down and accumulate.
Typically, 3 generations is how long it lasts.
Yeah. Fuck, where's I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
Rich people, autism, passive income.
Yeah. But yeah, passive income is that was like a goal of mine at one point, was like I want a job that just makes me money, and I kind of have that with this job. If I'm gonna be... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Clip Studio's freezing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. Let's save real quick.
It's always the first reminder to save.
Yeah. It's because I'm running Clip Studio 1 still. I bet. I don't want to I kind of want to upgrade to 3, but at the same time, I don't want to, because fuck you, Celsius, for stooping to Adobe's level.
Oh yeah, they went subscription model, didn't they?
They did, and everyone hated them for it, and they immediately backpedaled. Except they didn't. But yeah, the only reason I stick with it is because I have the most history with it, and I have the EX version for manga comic stuff. I should just say manga. This is that's the reason I jumped on in the first place, is this is a manga program. This is for Japanese, like Celsius, which is Clip Studio's parent company, has a long history of being in manga and anime production, like digital stuff.
Right.
Like, there's videos from, like, the early 2000s you can go to that are like, here's our program for doing this and doing that. It's actually really interesting. I was gonna include it in a video at some point. Uh-oh. Oh, no, did someone join?
I didn't wiggle the mouse, fuck.
Oh.
They knew I wasn't working from home.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't have any of that shit right now. I'm sure they want to do that, though, to me.
No, I forgot to hit the button, so I went to sleep.
Hmm.
But you were saying you wanted to include it in the video because it's interesting.
Well, yeah, like, it's like just like old school compositing like shit. Why can I not select multiple things? Come on. Fucker, I'm hitting control. What's going on? What is it? Oh, it's shift. Fucking... I wasn't in love with, like, the shape is very odd of her, oops. Fucking...
Whoops.
Where are these, oh shit, where are these images? Oh no. Nope. Nope. There they are. Okay. Alright, we're gonna hoochie scoochie this one over. Just a hair. Let's actually study this shape real quick. Just a hair. It's like, and then they kind of do it a little. I did not do it this way. They kind of do it. They do like the flow and ebb thing. I guess I could stand to do that. Maybe. I'm really bad at hair. I learned one way how to do it, and that's kind of how I've stuck with it. And now I'm just copying the sort of flow that she already has.
Yeah, hair always seems to be like the real identifier in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fingerprints.
Okay, there we go. I think, I think that's interesting enough that we can work with it. Oh, by the way, I went to Micro Center for something. What the fuck did I go? Oh yeah, I picked up a tube for the blast.
Oh yeah.
Because this is supposed to be a hush hush secret. so I'll probably edit this out of the, or, you know, I shouldn't say. But basically, I picked up a part for the arcade machine. We'll leave it at that. I actually remember I was sworn to secrecy, and I want to honor that. But basically, I picked up some parts for the Blast City on some advice. And I went to Micro Center because I was just like, oh yeah, let's go to Micro Center, guys. You know, for a hot minute. Always fun to check out their stuff. You know, they kind of got rid of the clearance section, which pisses me off a little. Because I really liked the clearance section. I used it for a lot of stuff. But so I went to Micro Center, and I didn't really find anything. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. But then I remembered I was right across the mall where the Gachapon station was.
Oh, right.
Because that is for those of you unaware, I filmed a video about the new Gachapon station that opened up in my area. Of the 18 of them that are in America, there's only 6 of them, I think. Maybe there's more now, because they've been opening them up pretty fast. But 6 of them are outside of California. And one of them happens to be very, very close by to me. So I filmed a video about my experience, and it wasn't good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Bandai is fucking coked out of their mind on the prices that they're expecting for Gachapon.
As usual.
You know, I mean, we're both fellow Bandai haters.
Bandai gonna Bandai every time.
Yep. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe let's go in. Let's see if they've changed anything. Let's see what there is to see. You know, like let's kind of do some fun stuff. I went in. It was fucking empty. Like they really hadn't changed or added much to the lineup. Like there were still prizes and stuff that I recognize from I need to make that Dorito more straight. I'll fix that.
What was it, almost a year ago?
No, it's only been a couple months.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, it was filmed in May.
Oh, God, I don't know why that feels so much older.
I know. It's crazy.
But so basically, no maintenance at all. They just letting it ride.
Pretty much. I mean, there isn't any maintenance to be done.
I just mean like upkeep. Like here's some new shit.
I mean, maybe they have. To be fair, I do not give a shit. I didn't give a shit about half of the prizes they had, anyways.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't tell you if they added new stuff. I just remember, the stuff I looked at before was still there.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a problem too with trying to make like a Gashapon store in America. Like in Japan, it's like the fucking homies machine outside the Dollar Tree. Like it's not a
Yeah.
like you're blowing some spare change to like have fun for 3 seconds while waiting for a train.
Yeah.
Like when you make a whole ass store around it, like. I want to see someone in Japan make like the American experience, where it's like there's 2 gumball machines, the one that spits out homies, and like the shitty tattoo printer.
I mean, basically, yeah, we already have a Gachapon sort of experience already. I guess. It's just not a very good one.
Nope.
I had a video. I had a guy commenting on like the original video that I did. It's like, I wish they brought Gachapon to the U.S. And it's like, brother, this was filmed in the continental United States. He's like, I know, I meant like in bulk and stuff. And it's like, bro, it's here. Look at it. What? I mean, I get it. It's not exactly the same, but like, it's fucking here, dude.
It's not in my neighborhood.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, that does suck. But they also, here's the other thing. Bandai has other Gachapon shit that you can go to that isn't.
Yeah, they're all over the place. There's like 3 in my state, like just my city.
Well, yeah, because it is what it is they have these unmanned ones. I remember because there was one that I went to long ago. Because I was looking for I specifically mentioned Gachapon Quest in my video.
Because they didn't have that, did they?
They didn't have it at the first one that I went to.
Fucking did. Like the one cool thing I want from one of those.
Oh, so you're familiar?
Yep.
Oh, I already I think I know what you're looking for because I have it.
There's a couple I wanted to get, but like I just never pulled the trigger.
Am I correct in assuming that you are also after the dwarf character?
That one's pretty cute too. Like, there's actually a few I liked. I like that whole line.
Oh, okay. So
No, I know which one you're talking about. That one's pretty good.
You're actually looking for a real thing and not like me who just wanted another Kemono character.
I mean, the one in particular is cute, so you get a pass. But no, I just thought they were kind of neat. Like, I like the gimmick. But that gimmick falls apart, when they want fucking $7.99 for each one piece of fucking armor.
Yeah. I bought a ton of them I think it was like late last year or like early this year.
For a while, Suru had him at a decent price, and I kept thinking about it, but I never did.
Interesting. I haven't kept up with it, unless they do another Kemono character. I kind of don't really care.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've looked at it since like half a year ago.
Oh, I don't have.
I kind of decided not to invest the money.
Yeah, I kind of did. Most of them are sitting in capsules. I have one on my desk, and it doesn't really hold up all that well.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Gashapon stuff. Once you actually get it, you realize this is cheap vending machine toy.
I mean, it's okay, but like, oh man. I'm looking for some more reference for Nijika. But no one's got her in her fucking regular outfit. It's all these costumes and stuff.
Oh, shit. Apparently Galactic Toys got Gashapon Quest.
Really?
They're selling it on their website now, so they must have it in their machines.
Well, here's the thing about, I've seen Galactic Toys, stuff. Their machines, and they're not real Gachapon machines.
Oh, no, yeah, they have the second, or whatever you want to call them. Like
they're the fake China bootleg ones that you get off of this. I know exactly where they got them from. There's this, like, there's this New York-based distributor that sells a bunch of anime shit for, like, ridiculous fucking prices. Like, even for a wholesale supplier. And it makes you kind of realize why some of that stuff is so expensive at, like, cons and stuff. It's because they're getting fucking fleeced by, like, it's like a middleman shell game. Like,
passing on the robbery to you.
Yeah, everyone's got to make money at your expense.
I'm sure I told you this once a while ago, but did I tell you my experience with the Gashapon at Galactic Toys?
No.
So they do the typical thing, it's like $5 for a token.
Jesus.
No, sorry, $2.50. $2.50 for a token, 5 for 3, something like that.
Is each pull more than one token?
So they have it priced out. It's not quite like the one you had where like fucking everything was a bunch of tokens. They had a lot of 1 stuff. They had some 2 and 3 stuff.
Okay, so it's at least somewhat reasonable, because
Yeah. Like a little acrylic charm would be 1 pull, and then like the Gundam figure would be 3. Like it was reasonable. But even though they fixed the signs, they didn't actually adjust the token counts. So the Gundam assemble figures they had, which are actually like pretty nice little vinyl like baby model kits. They had them marked as 3, but it only took 1 to get 1.
Nice.
So I realized at first, like, oh no, I should say something, and then I bought like the rest of the thing.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good deal. I think that's cheaper than you can even get them in Japan.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you for that, man.
Maybe I spend enough money there, I get a pass.
I have never been. I have yet to experience Galactic Toys, because it's on the other fucking side of the state.
They are the only anymore. A couple places pick them up now, but they were one of the only places to get Gaia notes in the States. So I always loaded them all up whenever I went there, because that's the good shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, on my side of the pond, you're basically going to Model Cave.
Yep.
Which they're a very nice couple. I don't want to speak too bad about Model Cave, because they've been very nice to me. Obviously, like, yeah, I could get a better deal on shit in Japan. But with how fucky Bandai is about getting stuff, they've always had, and they just get stuff. And it's like, okay, is it worth paying maybe a couple extra bucks to not have to ship a fucking kit? Like, see, that's the thing, is like, I am an advocate for buy from Japan. Always. Always, always, always.
Yep.
But there are some exceptions. Hang on, I'm going to pull down my Nijika figure real quick. I keep looking at stupid Google Photos. And I forgot, I have like 3 of them. I don't know why I'm such a Nijika simp all of a sudden. It's I think the biggest reason for me probably is because she is basically like someone took a character that I had created back in like 2019 and made her into a thing. Like Nijika is very much there's a couple characters like that where I've come up with characters and haven't really fully fleshed out their ideas, and then some anime or something comes out and it's like, oh, this is what I wanted that character to be. This is what I wanted my character to be. Pecorine from fucking Princess Connect.
Oh yeah.
Was that for another character? If you've seen that, if you've seen my MBM illustrations, that white dog girl.
Oh yeah.
Basically, yeah, I drew that character in like 2019 before I even knew what fucking Princess Connect was. And I think before it even honestly came out.
And now it's dead.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I never played the game. I really like the anime. I really, really, really like the anime. Because it was done by the Konosuba guy. And it's just really, it's really fucking good. Like, it's better than it has any right to be.
Yeah, that was him.
I know. Kazuma even voices in it. He's like, he's just like the goon, one of the goon characters. Sasuga Pecorine-sama. Or, fuck, what does he call her? I forget, but, yeah, no, I really liked Princess Connect. It has these really, like, fun, emotional, like... Oh, shit, did we run out of music on, I think we, yeah, this is, fuck, I need to get rid of this on the, on the thing because this is probably what's gonna get me copyright strict. But there's this guy who came out with this like modern. He calls it jungle breakcordian dream. When the fuck do people start using game systems as music genres?
For the algorithm.
Dreamcast PSX. It's really good music, and I can tell it's like made by someone, but he uses fucking AI shit in the art, and it doesn't make sense to me because he's got a team of like 3D artists and stuff that he uses, and it's like what he did could so easily be achieved by fucking a 3D render. I don't get why you would make your product look worse. Like, I don't care how convenient AI is. It's a bad look.
Yeah.
Like, it's just legitimately brand negative.
I think some smaller groups are starting to figure that out. Like, unless you're a too big to fail kind of company.
Well,
Like, if you have to actually interact with people, I think they're starting to catch on that
Yeah.
it's not doing them any favors.
Yeah. You know, I'd prefer not to get into it. I'm supposed to be focusing on art. Like,
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I fucking barely missed going to Model Cave by like an hour.
Oh, yeah, well, you're a fat bitch.
yeah, let's see. Let's do Nintendo cooking music. I can be about that.
There was some, I think someone flipped a semi in between where Galactic Toys and where that is, so we took like a 2-hour detour.
Oh wow, we're getting some people popping in and out.
Hey.
I mean, they leave after like a second.
Still a view.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it. Sure. Okay. Less squiggle, more bunchy.
And I don't know what it is, though. I'm getting so, like, violently detached from my state. I don't know why everyone around me has, like, mechas of, like, hobby shops and shit. Mine has none. Oh, it's like right over the border in every direction. There's a bunch.
I had to think about what you meant when you said mecha, and I'm like, what mecha? The mecha, the mecha of mecha.
It also applies.
Very, as you all know, Gundam, fucking what's a Gundam that I don't care about? Gundam, the Victory Gundam is very halal.
I heard a bunch of pagers exploded. And...
God, Victory Gundam was so fucking bad. That was the wrong button. Fuck. I added a Gundam new type Shing during the Splatfest. We got fucked in the Splatfest too.
I think I saw the very end of that.
Oh shit. Oh, why the fuck is the... Oh, okay. Alright, we're good now. Sorry. Little bit of a technical error.
We're getting Splatoon Scarlet version now.
I'm very excited to see what the next Splatoon thing is going to be.
We're getting close. Did you see the Switch 2 started leaking today?
I know.
Like, actually?
I heard, like, oh, I heard people were talking about it. I have not seen any actual shit.
Yeah, it's not the usual, like, shit we've had for the last 4 years. It's like someone actually got a picture of pieces from the assembly line.
Alright, let's look this up and put it on stream. We got all the time in the world.
That's what's gonna get you copyright struck.
I can't even find it.
That's why.
Is it just a fucking, okay, here. My Nintendo, someone posted... Someone posted this, like, OBS render, but that just looks like regular Switch. That doesn't look... Oh, okay. These just look like Joy-Cons. They don't look like, If this is actually the Switch 2, this is highly disappointing.
Yeah, it's the Switch.
It's literally just another Switch.
It's supposed to be a lot smaller, which I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you mean smaller? Like
the whole thing is supposed to be smaller.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at a picture that shows the two of them together, and it's way bigger.
Which picture are you looking at?
I am looking at these weird Maya 3D model looking things.
Oh no, we got like actual physical pictures.
I see some, but not a ton. I see one of it like pulled apart.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the only confirmed one.
With the two. Alright. Let's go ahead and save it, and we'll replace Unseen X. So say goodbye one more time. As
now I'll never see it.
As I play. Fucking where's OBS?
You can't see it.
Blink and you'll miss it. Okay, where the fuck did I save this thing to? New folder, there it is. Oh my god, it's actually kind of big. So this is what I found, essentially.
I'm getting caught up. Let me see. Yeah, that's it.
It doesn't look any. I mean, whatever. Why does
there's one new buttonhole.
I legitimately just don't get it. I guess I'm stupid.
No, I mean it's like the DS to the 3DS minus the thumb pad. It's very much the same shit. Maybe the controller.
Well, no, even the 3DS had like the. I mean, the thumb pad was fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm saying other than the thumb pad, like it is a box that folds in half, kind of thing. Like it's the Switch 2.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I can't really be too mad. I like the original Switch.
Yeah.
If it's more powerful, then like, sure, go for it.
It'll be comparable to modern hardware when the Switch came out.
When the Switch came, oh no, don't say that.
I think there were some leaks about it, and it's probably
according to this, the memory module is 6GX dual channel. Flash memory, 256 gigs of flash memory. There's an NFC reader.
Amiibos.
It doesn't say anything about like graphics or anything that I can understand. Something about dual cooling fans. Video signal conversion, display port to HDMI, must be chip model. Support 8.2.1 HDMI. Console protective case, Muse Box L, Mute 2-channel stereo. People are saying it's fake. Amiibo are coming back. Did Amiibo never fucking left?
Yeah, we're still getting them.
Yeah. Fake and not even good fake.
I think people are coping because this came from the same like Chinese social media where the other leaks happened.
Okay, I mean fair. It is actually bigger than the original Switch. Unless this because the small one has the old kickstand. I see. Yeah, so it is bigger. I mean, I'll still get one. I legitimately like I'll
take your entire stock.
I'll definitely get one. Not to sound like
Linuses, vaginuses.
But I mean, yeah, I want the Nintendo console.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only one that has games that you can't get on PC. Well, I mean, I guess you can if you fucking...
Well, if it's compatible with the backwards compatible with Switch 1...
Yeah, you can just...
Then, like, it's now officially my my daily driver for Nintendo.
I know they won't, but can you imagine they drop that ball?
Personally, I think if they do, that is gonna fucking really bite them in the ass.
Yeah, there's no way they can, because they've got Pokemon games coming out. Like, they're gonna use that to sell the new system.
Is that part of the leaks?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
like,
fucking oh yeah, fucking Legends Z or whatever.
Yeah, Legends Z.
Okay, that I'm actually excited for. not to soy jack. I don't have that guy's voice on the thing, so here's JonTron again.
Oh, my favorite.
But that Legends Arceus was the first thing I streamed. If you can believe it.
Like, it had some things that could be better, and I hope they fix that with the sequel.
Yeah, no, there was promise. And that's why when I heard that the next Pokemon mainline game is coming out in like 5 months from that, I was like, oh man, this is gonna suck. This will not work. And it didn't. Shocker. Yeah, no fucking shit. It came out and it was a broken piece of crap. You know?
You know, I feel bad. I always have to excuse myself from the Scarlet Violet talk because it just ran on my machine.
I mean, mine ran too, but like...
Yeah, because I was playing with other people, like...
It just ran at like fucking 30... Okay, so for me, I didn't have any weird glitches. I did not. I'm not going to pretend like I did. But the game ran at like 15 frames a fucking second, and I actually think... You know, I usually don't get motion sick. I don't... I have yet to try VR, so I don't know if that's like going to be my kryptonite, but also I don't fucking care about VR. I think it's a gimmick. And I think anyone who thinks otherwise is coping and shilling and farthing. I'll have to send you that one, but yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was making me fucking like ill, like physically ill to play.
I don't know what it was. It just ran full 30 the whole time on my machine. And I know I know the problems weren't fake. Like everyone I was playing with had them. And it's just, I believe them. It just didn't happen to me, so I can't really say much about it.
Shoot.
It's like saying, "Oh, well, I've never been pulled over by a cop."
I knew Bill Cosby. I thought he was a nice guy. He didn't do all those things to me.
It's like, "Oh, I believe it. I think, I just didn't see it."
Speaking of Pokemon, as the Pokemon music comes up.
Something about having to say fucking it works on my machine about a fucking
Yeah.
Nintendo handheld.
You know what's really funny? Is I probably had a more buggy experience with Pal World than I did Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
And that was the one that everyone's like, dude, it just works. It just works, bro. It's like Pokemon can't get their shit together. It just... And, like... meanwhile... Pal World fucking enemies are just, like, running up against walls and getting caught on, like, trajectory. God, what was some other... It wasn't so much bad, like, breaking graphics stuff, but I vividly remember going to a town, and it was very clearly just a slapped-in Unity asset. And everyone in the town was too big for the buildings. But it was slight. It wasn't like noticeably bad. But you could totally tell, like, it was, like, not part of the world. God, I know I've said this before on streams. I fucking hate Pal World so much. I hate that game. I need to make the shoe smaller. But yeah, Pal World was like an embarrassing mess of a game. Just on most levels. Like any level that people were praising it on, I thought it was incredibly bad. And also the other thing too about Pal World is I now, to be fair, the whole Pokemon with guns thing, I think was a Western made up thing. Like, they did not come up with that, and they did not like lead with that as like a marketing like thing, you know, like but I don't even think it did it good. Like, people are like, dude, it's like open world Pokemon with gun. Like, the gun shit is such a, like, it's like, there's another game that I played that was laughably bad, called Dead Island.
Oh, yeah.
The original Dead Island is a fucking farce of a video game. It is like one of the most cynical, shitty zombie, like, it's like every fucking zombie cliche you can think of, throw it in on a shitty, crappy tropical island, and you have Dead Island. Bad game. I cannot believe people gave enough of a shit about that game to even want a sequel, let alone for one to come out. So, Dead Island is a game where a big part of the combat loop is that you craft weapons. You craft melee weapons. They do different things. Each of the characters has like different attributes. I played as the pirate guy, but he's not a pirate. He's like a voodoo rapper. But like, he might as well be a fucking pirate. Like, I just remember it was really funny because his eyes were always fucking bugging out of his head, and I don't think that was intentional. But yeah, later in the game, guns become a mechanic. And they basically just invalidate the entire gameplay loop. That is exactly how I feel about Pal World. Once you get a gun or some kind of projectile weapon, pals literally serve no purpose. Like, at all. In fact, if anything, they get in your fucking way when you're trying to collect pals, because they end up killing things before you can throw your stupid pal orb or whatever the fuck it's called at them. And, you know, like, I think the only real reason I would say you would want a pal is if you're doing enemy fighting, but even then, the enemies are so fucking dumb. You know, you don't even really need pals to do anything against them. But for me, it, you know, this is probably, there's a few distinct classes of video gamer that I see. There's people that go like, aesthetics are important, but gameplay is penultimate. Type of people. I'm very much somewhat of the latter. Like, I'm willing to forgive not so great gameplay stuff if the overall experience is fun and enjoyable. And Pal World is just like literally just a slap together piece of crap. In terms of the looks, with the exception of the pals, because they actually had an entire job position for designing those. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, they're AI generated. I actually think they used a fucking sprite masher. I'm gonna be real. Like, that's my fucking crackpot theory. Is that that's how they ended up with, and I mean, some of them are just like, I was arguing with some people in another Discord who were I think they were active. I can't say for certain they were actively taking the piss, but they were like, they were going on like damage control for the guy. And as if she, oh, bro, I hope she sees it. You know, like, but they kept bringing up like the really bad ones, like the fucking green Cinderace. And like, bro, this isn't copyright infringement. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? It's green Cinderace. Like, this is fucking atrocious. And you know what's funny is this guy, I helped him go to a fucking atelier. Like, this guy wants to be an artist.
Oh, that's a good payoff.
You know, like, I connected him with my, some of my alma mater folks. And he decided he wanted to go to this, atelier. But yeah, honestly, like, maybe I'm giving Palworld an unfair shake, because it's, because people like it for the wrong reasons, I feel like. But I just legitimately thought the game was just a grind. Like, that was my other big problem, too, is, like, that there was no reason to do what you were doing. Other than grinding. At least with Minecraft, a big fun of Minecraft for me is seeing the world that the game generates, and like there's at least stuff to do. There really isn't anything to do in Palworld. Like, the boss fights are all like garbage that just basically hinge on you trying to cheese them. Like, that's one of the only times a pal is useful, is to just take aggro from a boss. And the boss AI are so fucking busted, like, all they'll do is just chase you around or chase your pal around. They won't do anything interesting. Or, react to your gameplay style. They literally just waddle around the map, do an attack animation, waddle to the next location, attack animation. They're, like, brain dead. God, I fucking hate Palworld. And I hate the fucking guy who runs the company too. Is like he just seems like a shithead. Like, I was actually going to do a video on Palworld. And I read the gentleman's diary. Because he had a dev diary come out before Palworld was like a massive success. And he deleted it. But he basically was like, "Oh man, I don't know if this game is gonna work out. You know, here's a bunch of shit that happened. The dude just, the way he wrote about stuff and the way he talked about stuff, honestly, the dude kind of is like, he kind of reminds me of like Japanese Andrew Dobson. Where it's like, he has all his excuses for why stuff didn't work or why this is this or this is that, and it's like, I want to be this, you know, I just, you know, like, I don't know, usually I have a soft spot for people who, like, have ideas and they just can't articulate themselves properly, you know, like, in a real way. Like, there's a reason the finale for this, spoilers by the way, this video is going to be Mike and Melissa.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Like, I have a soft spot for people who are, like, who have passions and dreams and ideas, and, like, just maybe they can't fully express themselves, because I sympathize with it a bit. Because I wanted to do I want to do the manga anime thing, obviously, with my art. And that's like a whole rabbit hole trying to explain that to people. You know?
Yeah.
Because they come in with all these, like, preconceived ideas about it. But, man, like, I don't know, like, the problem I have with the Pal Pocket Pair people, whatever, is that they're just shitheads about what they make. Like, I think it honestly, it feels like they expect me to, like, it feels like with the shit that they make, like, they did Palworld, obviously, they ripped off Breath of the Wild kind of a lot for their last game, which is funny because that could have, they very clearly were adding Pokemon, like, elements to that game, and then they killed it to do Pal World. But I think the reason that pisses me off so much is that they're shitty and they're smug about it, and I think that's why kind of I equate them to good old Andrew Dobson. Is because they just, like, to me, it's like you clearly have the passion for what you're doing to, like, be better, but you choose to be shitty. You choose to just rip off Hollow Knight for rage clicks, and to me, that's what really bothers me. Like, you choose to make fucking bootleg Lucario and, like, steal like fucking shit and make crappy blue Superior and like green Cinderace, and God, what was another really bad one? You know, one of the ones that was really, really bad that I don't see a lot of people point out was the fucking cat that was literally just Zorua that stands up. The one of the big main ones.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Like,
yeah, the pink one.
Yeah, that one bugged the fuck out of me. Because no one was talking about it. Any rip-off, like, accusation video that I saw about it, like, no one mentioned it. And it was like, bro, that one is, like, one of the easiest ones.
I mean, it updated. Fuck. Sorry, I'm just... worries about that.
Yeah, no, sorry. My opinions on Pal World are a little
strong.
A little strong and a little underdeveloped. Because I'm in the middle of a stream right now drawing, so don't at me. I don't know. I don't like Pal World. But that's not me defending Game Freak either. Fuck Game Freak. They're like the biggest company in the world, and they can't fix their own shit. Like, you guys have more money than, like, some countries. Figure it out. Like,
well, Iwata's dead now. He can't come save their game again.
Yeah. True.
God, every time I read about old Nintendo, it's like incredible how much that one guy was keeping shit afloat.
He was the guy. He was the guy of all time.
He was the GOAT.
The Yagi, if you will. Fucking, where's my air horn? I don't have an air horn. Fuck.
It's time to
I think after he died, that was when they started getting real bad, like real Nintendo-y. They always were, but like, you know, now they're real bad.
I don't know. I feel when he died right before the Switch, right?
Yeah, the Switch was like dedicated to him.
I feel like they were getting bad while he was like sick. The Wii U was pretty bad.
Oh, no, I mean like their PR, like.
Oh, they're. Well, no, yeah. What happened was fucking. It was Iwata, Shiggy, and Reggie. Iwata biffed. Fucking.
Reggie left.
Miyamoto
went insane.
I mean, Miyamoto's always been fucking insane.
Yeah, but now he's off his meds.
Yeah, no one's telling him to take his fucking I don't know, what's a good antidepressant medicine? I don't know anymore. I haven't been on meds myself in years.
I went from I was in my garden, I am going to make a game about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Miyamoto-san. I was like, no, you cannot have new power-ups in Mario.
Yeah, he's getting a little old. I mean, that's just Japan.
They should just pay him money to go play in his bluegrass band that makes him happy.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at it. I like his bluegrass.
Oh, I've never partaken in his music. Oh, that's a great story I could tell. Nothing to do with Nintendo, but I remembered. So my name is WEEABOO-FUNZONE, right? But I'm pretty self-aware about wanting to become a manga artist. Right. I am very I'm very like try to be understanding, not annoying about it. Like, obviously my goal is to meet Japanese artists, but I don't want to be a shithead about it, is what I'm getting at.
We grew up in the I want to move to Japan and be a mangaka generation, so you have to be a little self-aware.
Well, that's the thing too, is like, you know, that was like the old weeb thing was was I love literally anything Japan, and now you have the new weeb generation of those same people whose favorite video game is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and they started watching anime on Netflix. So the history doesn't history certainly does rhyme, but
it's pottery. It rhymes.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I was in a continuing education Japanese class. And for context, speaking of being off meds, that was the time I decided to stop taking medication for sleep. Because it wasn't helping. It was causing all kinds of fucked up health shit that I've dealt with even to this day. I decided to finally just fucking give it up. And I was in massive pain. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much, but it had a lot to do with me and urination. Because that was a side effect of the medication I was on, and I couldn't stop taking it because I was kind of at the point with my parents and health insurance where they didn't want to help me with stuff anymore because, like, it was costing a lot of money, and they had 2 other kids. So, like, it was kind of bad to ask for the doctor.
Right.
You know, they didn't... long story, but, yeah, it was tough to ask for going to the doctor for stuff. So I just stuck with the medication. And then eventually I got my own health insurance, and I was still living at home at the time. But I was like, fuck this medication. I'm done with it. It's over. Fuck it. And it caused me great pain while I was doing this. I don't use this term lightly. But I got sent to the pain dimension for like a month. I remember blacking out at work. And just going to work and then being in pain and falling asleep. And it was just bad. It was really bad. It was inescapable, and pain meds didn't work. It was not what we would consider Junbi okay time.
It's just like one of my Japanese animes.
So all through this time, I was taking this Japanese class, and one of the things I was desperate to do was to talk to this guy about anime manga stuff. And unfortunately, he didn't get it. He was nice about it though. He was very nice. And he talked about how he played folk music, and he went to groups and stuff, and it's like, you need to find a network of people. He was very nice and calm about it. He was very Japanese about it. You could tell he was a Japanese national who just learned English and moved around, because he had the very how do I want to say this like detached way of speaking where it wasn't super opinionated.
Right.
It was very soft spoken. He was a real nice guy. I liked him. I wish his class... It's not that it was bad, but it was definitely not a serious study class. It was like it was very clearly a continuing education class. But the thing is that everyone in there wanted it to be a serious class. Because they were all engineers from Toyota. And I thought I was going to have to deal with, like, weeaboos and stuff, like kind of like me, just being annoying and, like, shit like that. But no, I was the weeaboo. And the one situation, finally, I'm getting to the story. He was talking about folk music. I almost fucking put my foot in my mouth. I almost like, oh, what? Oh, you play shamisen? You play like this Japanese traditional instrument? And I didn't say it. I think I option selected in like my state of like, in like this haze of pain. I option selected to, oh, what kind of folk music? And it turns out he actually played Irish folk music on the banjo. He just really liked it.
That's a weird through I see a lot. Like, a lot of Japanese people fucking love bluegrass and, like, Irish.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was kind of like that. And
I
thank
get it. It's good.
thank fucking Christ.
You stopped yourself.
I almost did the fucking weeaboo thing of assuming the Japanese person is gonna be Japanese. Yeah, but he was a really nice guy. I wish his class was a little bit more of a serious study class. And I think most people there were like that.
This is a lot shorter, but it was my closest foot and mouth story.
Mm-hmm.
I work for a large retailer, and we happen to sell coffins as like a weird side thing.
Really?
Yep. And sometimes when we're at work, we use the kiosk to look at like the member site where people buy shit, and they just so happen to have a push on coffins for some reason.
What, like a drive item or something like that?
Kind of sort of. I don't know if they're just advertising it because they do it every once in a while.
For those
when
of
I
you
was younger-
who don't know, retail a drive item is your store. Your local stores will sometimes try to move an item faster.
Pushing it.
They'll try to push it on you subconsciously. So they'll put it in choice locations around the store. Sometimes they'll put it on a small discount. We used
That
to
is
do that.
our MO.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time at Dollar Tree, and we kind of do that at my current job.
But real quick side tangent of that tangent.
Yeah.
When I was a wee lad and shopping at the place I work now, just normally before I worked there, they happened to be selling they had a demo for coffins the same day they were selling motorcycle insurance.
Oh, fuck.
They had the two fucking tables right next to each other.
That's really...
Sign up for motorcycle insurance. Hey, you can buy your caskets through us.
That's actually...
We were-
That's actually pretty good.
It was, guys, that's a foundational memory for me. But
Oh.
what I was talking about. We were looking through it, and my friend was there, and it's like, oh, I was actually thinking about buying one of those caskets. Without fucking thinking about it, I said, just to have? And he looks at me, and he backs up, and he goes, no, because my mom died last month, remember?
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, oh, that's right.
I was gonna say, was he gonna play Jenga with it like they did in the Oni Plays bit? Where they said people were playing, like, Jenga with coffins and the forklifts.
I mean, that does happen in the warehouses, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just like, I was thinking about getting one. I don't know why my first thought was, yeah, just to have one.
It's too late, Sonic. I'm forklift certified.
I was just happy he thought it was funny as shit.
Oh. Well, at least he was a good sport about it.
He thought I was joking at first. Like, he thought I was just fucking around. Like, no, that was genuine stupid.
Yes. Many such cases, unfortunately.
Oh, I've had bad ones before. That's the one that always gets to me. I think I felt so bad about this. It might have changed my personality a little bit. I think it was the last time I was a shitty teenager.
Yeah.
You have that phase where you're just kind of edgy and you hate everything because, hormones.
Mm-hmm. I'm still in that phase. Oh, no.
There's a different kind of shitty and hating everything. For a reason it's different.
Yeah.
But, oh, God, I can't remember. My mom was just being a mom and made, like, a mom joke.
Mm-hmm.
And, because I was, 17 and a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be edgy. I think it's something like, that's like the brain cancer of comedy, mom. She's like, your uncle died last month from...
Aww.
I was like, oh, God,
no.
he did. She wasn't even mad. She just gave me a look, and I was like, oh, what is wrong with me? And I think that was the last day it was like that specific kind of shitty. Like, God, it's one of the few things I still think about like years later. It's like, God, what? It's what we learn from our mistakes.
Yeah. Oh, I had a I had a story like that I legitimately cannot tell it. Like I will I like it's like I will actually like the statute of limitations has passed, and it is fucking hilarious. But like if I actually tell it, I will get canceled. Like unironically, someone will find it, and I will be in big fucking trouble.
Oh no.
Like, it's not something I want to commit to in this current climate of find out everything about a person and dig up their past and like ruin their life because you don't like them and you're a shitty blue hair who has no free time.
Oh no.
Yeah, like just not happening. But it involves a hot tub and a church trip. That's all I'll say.
And then you went back in time and ratified the Constitution with your hot tub time machine.
Yeah. It's like some sort of hot tub time machine. There was a kid in my school when I was going to high school that was like really fucking good at doing that bit.
What a thing to be remembered for.
Yeah. Well, it's because he was black, that's why. Man,
I think the worst.
I'm so fucking bad at drawing pleated skirts. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky. I think the worst thing I've ever done was locking a kid in a closet.
Dude, that's pretty rough.
It was like first grade, and he spit at me, so I shoved him in the coat closet.
Well, that's
he started it. Yeah, he started it.
Yeah,
it was
yeah. That's one thing.
But I threw him in the coat closet, and I stuffed a pencil in between the handles so he couldn't get out.
Jeez.
We were like 7 minutes into class, and the teacher was like, "Hey, where is Jerome?" I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say his name.
I definitely don't remember it because this was like first grade. This was, this is pre 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was because I'd been watching Cops and thought like plea deals were a thing, so I was like, he's in the closet. I'll go get him out.
Lol. Lol. I squeezed XD.
No, fuck. All right, I got a good one for you. This is probably worse.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking real life true cringe. This was peak when Pokemon first came out. So like second or third grade. No, probably first or second. Because it was like 96.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon cards were out. They were the hot thing. They weren't banned at schools yet.
Mm-hmm.
And being an optimistic, wide-eyed little real young totling, it's like, I'm gonna make the Pokemon trading card club at school.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, I'll trade you this Eevee to be the president. I was like, well, fuck yeah, I'll take the Eevee. Like, fucking idiot, I just made this club up. I get real value out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Totally unrelated to that, like later in the day, him and another kid got in a fight. This dude ended up going on to be like the captain of our high school football team. Like he, grew up to be a big ass dude, right?
Yeah.
And my friend was pretty big too, so they were getting into it like pretty bad. Like we had one of those eagles' nests, like the jungle gyms, the big dome ones.
Yeah.
And so they crawl in there, everyone surrounds it, and you can't see what's happening. So like people don't get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So they were fucking like going at it, like first grade boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the fuck came over me. I just had the thought, I gotta protect the club president. So I drop into the fucking monkey bars. I look at the kid and he's fighting, and I go, sand attack! Throw fucking sand in his face. And then I kick him right in the fucking nards.
Oh.
He's just pouring out tears. And then I blow the whistle for recess. So I go, Caterpie, and I fucking wiggle under the bars and run back to the line in time. And then that kid gets his troubles for being late to come back from recess. Because he was literally like fucking pouring tears out of his eyes because he got sanded and kicked in the shit. And the only reason I remember that story so vividly is because I think that spread around. Because years later in high school, that guy was unrealistically like super nice to me. And I don't know if it's because he thought I was gonna fucking do it again like 10 years later.
Well, I'll do it again.
Yeah, I don't know if I put the fucking I put the fear in God into the guy, and then he gripped me with twice my size. He's like, "Oh fuck,
that
fucked me up."
That happens a lot more than you'd think. You get in a fight with a kid, and then you become friends with them.
Yeah, I never even became friends with him. He just remembered what I did to him that time.
Mm-hmm. See, that's how you end bullying. Is you basically like
you monkey style.
Well, like you allow fights to happen. That's why. That's my personal opinion. Like, kids need to learn to stick up for themselves, and I personally believe that violence isn't always the answer, but sometimes shit happens.
Oh god, I gotta take it back. The closet wasn't the worst thing that ever happened. This is exactly what you were just talking about. This is probably the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And I can say it on stream because it was another white kid, so it's fine. We were in choir, I think, because, easy credits.
Yeah.
And there was this big fat goth kid who, like, wanted to be a bully, but, he got picked on himself.
Yeah, many such cases.
Yep. I sat next to him and, like, in front of us, because we just had those, like, 3-step, it's a choir room, you know what it looks like. There was, like, the nerdy kid. Like, he would have been called Glasses if he was in a 90s cartoon. He was the live-action Sheaf from Beyblade. And everyone just, like, fucking bullied on him, because, it was middle school, and everyone's the worst in middle school.
I mean, yeah, kids are fucking rotten to each other. I have plenty of stories of me and other kids being rotten to each other. But they're not funny, so I'm purposely not telling them. It's just gonna make me, like, unreasonably angry. And I do have to go to bed after this stream. So I'm trying to repress things that are coming up in my brain as you're telling your stories.
This one you'll feel bad for the guys, hopefully it helps. But so the fat goth kid was basically kicking his chair the whole class, like tipping it forward, like kicking at it. And this guy had taken it for years, like, or a year and a half, whatever. And he finally snapped, and he finally decided to stand up for himself. So he stood up, he, like, threw his chair down, and he whipped around with this folder and said, "I'm fucking sick of you picking on me." But he thought I did it. So he, like, slapped me across the face with this folder. And I remember I just kind of, like, half whited out. I looked at him, and I looked down at my fist, and I just decked him. And I laid him out. And it was this, I know as a fact, that was this poor guy's first time standing up for himself, and he just hit the wrong guy.
Yeah.
And every time I think about that, I think, I really hope he went on to be super rich and he just takes out his vengeance on someone else. Like, he deserves it. I feel so fucking bad about that.
That's unfortunate.
It's like, that dude either, like, developed a complex, became super, like, changed his life to be super more aggressive, or, like, just became a shell and, like, tortured squirrels or something.
Yeah.
God, I hated middle school. I liked high school, but middle school was...
I hate all
fucking
school.
horrible.
Fuck all school. The school system fucking blows.